Welcome to Virtual Laboratory today. I am Professor Uttam. Today I will discuss about a batch distillation method which is used for testing light petroleum products like petrol, kerosene, diesel. This is carried out according to ASTM D86 specification as prescribed in the ASTM book. So those who are using this petroleum testing, they have some idea about how this is simplest and cheapest method of testing the quality of products like petroleum, these petroleum products. Here you can see that it is a 250 cc flask where a sample of 100 cc is taken and placed on a heater, and obviously this is surrounded by some insulating materials or wall to avoid heat loss to the surroundings, which is not shown here. And the top of this vessel where the vapor passes after heating, this boiling takes place, vapor will be formed, and this will pass through this point where a thermometer is placed to measure the temperature, and the top of it is there is a neck which is connected with a this is just like a gooseneck. Could not be shown properly, but is a gooseneck which is uniformly used for tubing through a condenser where cracked ice and cold water is circulating, and whatever drops are formed after condensation are collected in a measuring cylinder which is marked up to 100 cc. So this heater, flask, and the position of the thermometer, and the type of collection, the rate of distillation, etc., everything is prescribed in ASTM standard book. So the students are advised to look into the standards. Here time requirement for the experiment is also used, not less than 5 minutes for heating, and the rest of the boiling will take place, it will take more time. So to reduce the time of video, I have made this scale as every minute, actual minute has been shown here as 1 second. So this has been scaled down, and now we'll take this sample. First we select this petrol, which is this colored is shown here, it's showing as a petrol, and you start the heater, it will immediately started, and you can see this is showing in seconds, actually it is in minutes in actual experiment, and boiling takes place, and these vapors are condensed, and this vapor temperature is noted by thermometer. So this temperature and the corresponding volume of liquid collected cumulatively is plotted. So you can see that every collection is presented here, where IBP stands for the initial boiling point, which is the lowest temperature, which must be reported, but not fixed for any particular sample. Is not standardized, and 5, 10, 30, 50, 70, 90 and final boiling point is measured here, and every point is important, and there will be some amount of deviation allowed for the standard qualified product which is used in the market. So this distillation curve which is obtained here is a vapor temperature versus volume condensate collected cumulatively. So this curve must be compared with the actual product, certified product, and if it does not vary for these few points, and then we'll certify this as a qualified certified product for use. This petrol is used in the car. This is the simplest and cheapest method of testing. However, there are other methods, other testings also for more accurate qualification. And so here you will see this simple batch distillation method for testing. Now we can stop this, and we can take also kerosene similarly, and we start this heater within 5 seconds, means 5 minutes. In reality, you will find it will boiled and collected, and the temperature is also noted for every collection for every 5 cc, and the rate of distillation is also controlled with the help of the heater control temperature. So we collect it, and after that we got this plot which you can verify by these points, and the IBP is 144 degrees centigrade, and 5% in 30, 50, 70, 90%, and FBP, the final boiling point in degrees centigrade, are measured, and it is plotted here cumulatively with the volume collected for the kerosene. Similarly, we can do it for diesel. We can restart the experiment with diesel. It is yellowish color, and we start, and after 5 minutes or so this heating will be started. So the drops of liquid collected and the corresponding temperature is obtained, and finally we'll get this vaporization curve versus cumulative condensate recovered. It's time, temperature and volume, temperature y-axis and volume collected. This is for diesel. So these are compared with the qualified product which is used. So this is a very simple experiment which can be carried out anywhere to test these petroleum products, which are called distillation test, and these are called boiling fractions. In fact, the drops collected in terms of percentages are mixture of hydrocarbons, not pure components, so we call is boiling fractions. These are representation of average boiling point. So you can say 5 to 10% is a range, 10 to 30% there is a range like this. So these boiling fractions we obtained, and we can certify the minimum certification can be obtained with slightest amount of deviation allowed. I hope I explained this. Steam distillation is a testing method which is popularly used and the cheapest and quickest method for testing distillation property of any light products like petroleum, kerosene, and diesel. And there may also be tried for other petroleum oils also. Thank you very much for observing this video.